Elvis Presley's death. The King's last day hour by hour. The last 24 hours, Elvis Presley. The Memphis Mafia, the King's family, and fiancée Ginger Alden were there at Graceland with him. He played racquetball and the piano, contrary to the stereotype of a solitary recluse, and was getting ready to go back out on tour the following day. Tragically, he, however, experienced his last 4 hours on Earth entirely alone. On August 16, 1977, while Ginger slept in the adjacent room, Elvis passed away in the restroom. However, he wasn't killed by himself in the dead of night. It was really 1:30 p.m. The King was renowned for being nocturnal, staying up late performing music and sleeping much of the day. Therefore, Graceland was always staffed to support his way of life. If they were called, members of the Memphis Mafia and family would also show up at the residence at any time. The star's father Vernon Presley, his new wife Dee Stanley, and Elvis' stepbrothers shared a home next door. Our in-depth analysis of Elvis's final 24 hours reveals a regular day in his life that had an unanticipated terrible conclusion. At 4 p.m. on August 15, 1977, Elvis awoke at his Graceland residence. He spent the day with Ginger and his daughter Lisa Marie. Although she frequently remained the night, his girlfriend had declined his invitation to move in with them. He had offered me to move into Graceland, but I had declined, to which he had replied, "I respect you for that." She subsequently recalled, "Just at the moment, I didn't. My way wasn't it." At 10:30 p.m. on August 15, 1977, Elvis and Ginger visited his dentist, Lester Hoffman, to discuss ongoing tooth trouble. The King's personal dentist, physician, and nurse practitioner were always on call, regularly dispensing painkillers, sleeping aids, and other pharmaceutical combinations. To 2:30 a.m. on August 16, 1977, Elvis and Ginger arrived back at Graceland. The celebrity waved to followers as she drove back through the gates, and one of them took the final photo ever taken of the celebrity. Elvis had a bright blue shirt underneath a black jacket. He was behind the wheel, and despite it being nighttime, he was donning a pair of big black sunglasses. On August 16, 1977 at 2:15 a.m. the King requested painkillers by calling Dr. Nicopolis, his personal doctor. After receiving a prescription for 6 dilaudid pills, he asked his stepbrother Dee Stanley to pick them up from Baptist Memorial Hospital's 24-hour pharmacy. Ricky came back, and Elvis took the pills. Tuesday, August 16, 1977, around 4 in the morning, Elvis called his cousin Billy and wife Jo and invited them to visit his house so they could play racquetball on the court. Even though it was late, this was not unusual. Everyone who was around Elvis was either being paid by him or becoming rich off of his generosity. When they got there, Billy said to Elvis that he wished the rain would stop because it had been pouring. The King reportedly extended his hands in response and said, "Ain't no issue, I'll take care of it." Elvis said, "If you have a little faith, you can stop anything," as the rain miraculously ceased. Tuesday, August 16, 1977, around 4:30 a.m. Following a brief game, they walked to a piano behind the court where Elvis performed 2 gospel songs before beginning the ballad Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Tuesday, August 16, 1977, at 5 in the morning, Elvis and Ginger ascended to his bedroom. He used a prescription medication regimen prepared by Dr. Nick twice a day. The doctor would frequently leave these medication concoctions with Tish Henley, Elvis' nurse. They were supposed to put the star to sleep. After Elvis died, the doctor's very high drug prescription rate was looked into, leading to his ultimate disbarment. Tuesday, August 16, 1977, at 7 in the morning. Elvis consumed the entire second packet of the tablets since he was still unable to fall asleep. Ricky, who was on duty, that day until noon, delivered them to him. Elvis wanted to get some rest since he had a show in Portland, Maine scheduled for the next night at 7 p.m., after which his current U.S. tour would resume. Tuesday, August 16, 1977 at 8 o'clock. Elvis contacted Ricky in a last-ditch effort to get some sleep, but he was nowhere to be found. Elvis contacted his aunt Delta Mae Biggs and begged her to call Dr. Nick in a furious manner. There was a nurse there named Henley, but she was hesitant to give out any more medication. In the end, she handed Delta Mae a smaller, third packet of the pills, which contained 2 Valmids, an insomnia drug. Lisa Marie, Elvis' 9-year-old daughter, was in the bedroom next door. On August 16, 1977, around 9:30 a.m. Elvis informed Ginger he was going to the restroom after taking the 3 different packages of medicines plus the preceding painkillers. He was wearing gold pajamas. The celebrity was infamous for having severe constipation and would frequently spend hours in the restroom. Ginger subsequently admitted that she had warned him not to do so, and Elvis' final words were, "I won't." Tuesday, August 16, 1977. Around 2 p.m. Ginger noticed Elvis wasn't there when she woke up in bed. Though a little weird, it was nothing to be alarmed about. She dressed and put on her makeup before making a call to her mother for a conversation. The moment she found Elvis laying on the floor in his bathroom after finally going in search of him, she understood something was seriously wrong. Elvis was immobile, on the toilet. He had obviously fallen and experienced a mental or physical assault. Ginger at the time believed Elvis had fallen, hurt his head, and lost consciousness. Al Strada, who was on duty at the residence in the afternoon, responded to her call. Lisa Marie, Elvis' daughter, arrived to see what all the hoopla was about and was carried away by Ginger. An ambulance was called while Vernon Presley, who resided next door to Graceland, was called and told to come right away. On August 16, 1977, at 2:33 p.m., emergency services showed up. The paramedic staff initially believed it to be another typical Graceland incident involving an overexcited fan fainting. According to a statement at the time, an ambulance from the Memphis Fire Department's Engine House 29 at 2147 Elvis Presley Boulevard responded to the call at 2:33 p.m. and transported Presley to Baptist Hospital's emergency department by 2:56 p.m., which is 7 miles from his Whitehaven home. Tuesday, August 16, 1977, at 3:30 p.m., Elvis was officially declared dead, and the news reached the world's media around 4 p.m.